So welcome everyone to this episode of ForageCraft. Yeah, I guess we're just going to jump right into the montages. The last episode of these islands, we got, I don't know how many I want to make into archway islands, so I'm not going to say a definitive number, but I think we got maybe 15 or so island bases here total, which I'm hoping to do. And we got a bunch of other things going on. Lots of things. Yeah. Oh, in case you're wondering what this is over here, yeah, if you're in case you're wondering what that is, I made an island for a friend on the server, and he was going to build it. So I did some general planning for him, and it's being worked on the server. So I just wanted to throw that out there really quick, and then get it ready for him to personalize and make it look nice and stuff. Because, yeah, terraforming is a pain, and, yeah, anyway. Yeah, we're gonna jump into these montages, and hopefully get all of these islands done and finished, and then, yeah. Then I'll catch you guys at the end of the video. So, see you in a minute. so welcome back, everyone. We have finished up all the islands, all the texturing and everything. This feels very surreal now that I'm actually done with this area. At least the island part. I still have a whole bunch I need to do, of course, but it feels very weird to be done with this now. Well, at least in this part. We got a whole bunch of fun islands, and you may have seen them relatively well in the time lapse. But like I said before, I have to jump in and out, on and on with these, and it's just hard to do all of that recording at once, and I don't want to have to edit together and patch together a whole bunch of footage. So it's better to just enjoy the little bit that we have and then jump through. This was accidentally an error that I made, but I'm not getting rid of it because I actually kind of like it, and I think it looks neat. Yeah, we got that, and this was the last one I finished just because this was the smallest one, and I thought it would be funny to finish with the tiniest one. Of course, I may end up adding a couple more, like, sea stacks ever so often around the edge of this. Like, I'm not saying I'm completely done with all of these rock formations. I may end up adding one or two little details here and there, just to sort of, like, finish it up, make it feel a little more whole. But for now, yeah, we're going to be jumping into the next. We're going to end off this episode in a minute, now that we've finished up all of these islands, and it's just, yeah, we got all these done. And we got a few things I want to do first in the next episode. We're going to be starting with the structures. I'm going to be working on figuring out where, in between this episode and next, I'm going to figure out where I want the different things, like the ruins castle, the barracks, whatever other buildings I need or want, towers, so forth. The ruins, where I want them, and like figure out what places I can put buildings, and then figure out what I want to do with that, and then we'll build them. We'll see how many we get done in the next episode, and then we'll jump into the next episode after that, just sort of filling in the final details, like the trees, the plants, the other things that go on these islands. And then after that, this area will be pretty much done on the ground, but we got a couple other things that I may want to do. May, as in, not sure if I want to do them right now. I do eventually want to put in some sort of floating islands above this. That may or may not be now, because I may end up deciding to put like a floating city up in the sky above it, and if I put the rocks in now before I decide whether or not I want to do that, I may end up having to redo it, and I don't want to have to put in that much effort on something twice. So yeah, we're gonna do the basic builds and trees on these islands first, and we'll decide whether or not we want to do that later. I think we'll be jumping to a different area after this. I'm not sure which. This parrot's been flying around here and has survived quite a bit, and I may end up naming it something, but we'll see. We'll see if it's there on the main server when I'm building this, and if it is, I may end up naming it the island parrot and have it roam around, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so I guess we'll end off this episode here. So, yeah. If you guys enjoyed this episode and are looking forward to, as much as I am, to the next part of this project, please consider subscribing and liking. It does help, and it helps with the algorithm and viewership and everything else that goes along with that. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next episode, where we get into quite a bit more fun structure stuff that I think more people might appreciate, because ruins are something that a lot of people want to try, but ruins are often quite hard to do just because it's just hard to figure out the right way to go about it, you know? Like, there's a certain way to do it, and I still need to figure out what it is and what works for me, and then we'll walk through. And yeah, I guess I'll explain the next episode when we get to it, and how it's going to work out then. But in the meantime, hope to see you guys then. Bye.